All right, from our left, we got junior defensive lineman Montrez Lang, Coach Grice, and junior wide receiver Josh Pearson. Coach, we'll open this up.
Okay, it was good to play again on Saturday. It was 2 open weeks, so we got 9 straight now. I ain't got any more open weeks, but it was good to play. Good to have a game this week. So, good crowd. I think it was a good atmosphere again. We got the win. Felt like it looked like we had not played in 2 weeks. We thought we was coming off open week and looked a little rusty the first half, but I think Tennessee Tech had a lot to do with that. I said that the other night after the game. I mean, I thought they played really well the first half. I thought we, maybe not played poorly, but just didn't play with a lot of energy. But like it goes back, I think they had something to do with that. Their team plays hard, they play physical, play a bunch of young guys. They're going to continue to get better. Because you're sitting there, you look at the way we played. I think the game's 10-6 with 6 minutes left to go in the half. And then we have a one-hit wonder run, and we have 2 scramble throws for touchdowns for 3 touchdowns in the first half. So I don't call it knocking out of the park for us on either side of the ball. So we can definitely have got to play better, and we got to find room to improve. And I don't think this team took a step backwards by no means in the game. It just looked like we had not played in 2 weeks, and that's the thing that you worry about. Open weeks is nothing like game speed and game intensity, and that's hard to manufacture and practice. I mean, I think we do a good job of that, most of the time with competition-wise, but it's not uncommon to not play very good after you come off open week, and normally we play really well coming off open week. So I think that's a learning lesson for us about the energy we have to create to play at the standard that we expect to play at. And like I said, I think we got the W. Go back and watch the film. You got a lot to learn from and a lot to improve on. And I think this team's hungry to do that. And I think it was good to just get to play and learn from it and move on. And luckily we got another home game this week, and it's going to be a good one. Look at our conference scores from around the league from Saturday, and you just see the parity all over. You never know who's going to win a game in OVC until you line up and play that Saturday, and every game's got a life of its own, and it's anybody can beat anybody. You look at the scores, and I think that kind of is the telltale sign of that is the parity in our league. So open up to questions this time.
John, obviously Coop and Josh have a long way to go to get to Eli Bard's numbers, but in terms of the threat they pose, how do those 2 combinations compare?
Well, I mean, I think it's comparable. I think we got a threat that we can, stretch the field vertical, with Josh and our receivers, and that's an advantage when you can do that. And we got quarterbacks that got the arm to be able to take advantage of that. And I think that the more they get game experience together, the better that connection's going to get. And I think that's something you will see from improve as the year goes on and as both of their careers go on. But both of them exceptional talents, and they do a good job. Both of them great team guys as well.
Josh, Saturday night, Coop talked about when he first came here, you're the first person he threw patterns with. What do you remember about those early times working together with him?
I remember as soon as I got here, put my cleats on, strapped him up, and the first thing he went to throw was a go ball. So I'm coming out thinking, we probably not gonna throw this hard. So I come out jogging. I'm talking about he's just slinking. He overthrew me about 20 yards. I said, okay, so I see what I'm working with. This guy got an arm. So we did it again, and we started getting a vibe for each other. We started getting extra reps in, doing stuff. But I seen he had an arm from that first ball he threw.
A lot of people talk about how hard he throws. Throwing go balls, do you see that as much, or are the long balls as hard as some of the short ones?
The short ones, they come hot. Like I said, I can definitely say that. Him and Zion both have strong arms. They both have strong arms, but I just think catching the ball. That's the only job as a receiver is catching the ball. That's all I think about.
John, injuries-wise, how's Marlon looking for this week?
I think Marlon will play this week. I don't think he'll be 100%, but he'll play, and I think that's going to be. I think once we get him well this time, I think he'll be well for the year type deal. And we've just kind of been slow with it coming out of that second open week, and this past week just didn't feel like he was ready. And I think he'll play this week, and the more he plays, the better he'll get.
About Crawford and Gerard.
Crawford will be out. West I see about the others don't know yet.
John, are you
surprised by how UT Martin and Austin Peay came out?
Not surprised. That's our league. You know, you never know. I mean, you look at, I think, I don't know how many league changes the Tennessee State and, EIU game had, but it must have been a great game. I mean, it ends up 41-39, something like that. And you just never know. I mean, both of them really good teams. EKU SEMO game was just back and forth, I think, in a really close game. And I think that's what you're going to see week in, week out is, games coming down to whoever's got the ball last. Now, I don't think the score is indicative of how the game went on Saturday with Martin and Peay. Both of them have got really good football teams. I know he was, very evident in the first half. It's a rain game. I think it rained most of the game, if not all the game. It was 7-6 at half Peay, and they come out and Martin returns opening kickoff for a touchdown, go up 13-7, and I think Martin played really well down the stretch, did some things really good, and I think Peay turned the ball over 3 times. They had a kickoff return for a touchdown. They fumbled a punt snap on about inside the 15, so they served them up 2 touchdowns there. So you got things like that really affected that game. And as any game, I mean, it's hard to win a game when we give up a kickoff return. Just ask us. We did that the first game and lost by 3. So it's one of those things when you do things like that in the special teams, it really shoots you toes off. I mean, it's hard to win games, especially in our conference like that. So like I said, every game's got a life of its own. It's all about how you play that day. And special teams comes into factor, I think, with every OVC game, because they're close games, and protecting the football is a big thing. And I think that's a lesson that Austin Peay learned, on Saturday for sure. And got to take your hat off to Martin. I think they played really well.
Now, for so long, Austin Peay wasn't considered that competitive, but now they are. For you and also for the players, what do you guys see from Austin Peay? They're clearly a competitive team.
I mean, I think that Coach Heath has done a great job up here establishing a winning culture, and it's so hard to take a team that had this long losing streak and a history of losing and create that culture. But it just shows you if you get the right things in place, you can do it anywhere. And I think he's done a outstanding job of doing that, flipping the mentality there. The players play extremely hard, and I think that that's a case of the culture they've established, and they'll bounce back. And this on Saturday, they'll come down here with both barrels loaded on Saturday for sure. And our bunch knows that we're gonna get everybody's A game, and it goes back to it's how we play on Saturday.
Well, they play both quarterbacks.
One of them's been hurt. I don't know what the injury is. I think it's a shoulder or a head deal, and I don't know if the other one will be back or not. They've been limited there.
Like Coach already just said, from my past years here at JSU, they did a complete 180. I mean, they just a competitive team at this point, which is ready to accept the challenges we can.
I can agree also, being a losing program, turn around and take the extra step forward. They're a pretty good team. We just can't wait to compete against them boys on Saturday.
Coach, Montrez has been such a consistent force for you guys since he's been here. Could you talk a little bit about kind of why he's been such a valuable person on your line?
Well, it goes back to the person he is. Montrez is, I think he's grown as a person since he's been here. He's just, he's a joy to be around. He just, does his job, and he's, done good academically and off the field, and all the things that you want him to do. And, he practices every day. He has fun playing the game, and I think he can tell you that. He loves to get out there and play, and he makes plays, and he's a valuable, piece to our puzzle about the way he does his job. I think that's what's made him really good, and made him a mainstay. It's a lot of fun to be around, just to watch him work and how he handles his business.
Montrez, would you consider yourself a joy to be around?
Yes, sir. Every day I try to at least make somebody smile.
Opposing quarterbacks. What's it like getting banged on every play in there?
I mean, it sucks, but we'll do anything to help my team win at the end of the day. I mean, it brings joy to me to see me take on a double team. My linebacker gonna make a big play.
Well, yes, I think, you know, fans out there, they sometimes don't realize what it takes to play this game. It's the most physical game on earth, you know, I mean, it takes a tough mentality to play this game. You gotta be tough mentally and physically. Give you an example, you know, we're sitting there in a scrimmage, you know, during fall camp in Montrez, I see it. I'm the first one to see it, 'cause I always stand right there behind, you know, the quarterback when we're scrimmaging. I got the whistle and I blow quick whistles and things like that. So Montrez comes through there off of a double team and, you know, and makes a tackle, and the linebacker, you know, makes a tackle as well, and his headgear hits, you know, Montrez's, you know, arm and right here. And I see it's just laid open. It looks like somebody took a fillet knife and just laid it down to the bone, you know, so not to get too grabby. It's laid the skin back and everything, and he's ready to just, man, he don't think nothing wrong. He's ready to go back in, play another snap. We take any burst from it. It's gotta be sewn up. I've seen enough of them through the years, but that helmet just hit right in the right spot, the right angle, and with the impact, it just sliced it open. And that's just, they do get banged on. There's a lot goes in there, and you know, with your hands and your arms and your shoulders and your legs and everything, that it's amazing that you don't get more of them hurt. But they play through a lot of pain and everything.
Montrez,
Am I correct that you came in the same recruiting class with Montrez?
Yes, sir, 2015.
Tell me a little bit about him, what you've learned over the years.
He's a good guy. And he goofy. He's goofy. He works, but he definitely works hard. You know, he always keeps a smile on his face, trying to be positive. And it's been like that since our freshman year.
So, how long after a game, 2 days, 3 days, does it take your body to recover if you get hit like that? You know, Pearson's out there and he doesn't get hit every play like you do.
Probably take about a day. Over that Sunday we get to work out and stuff. I get all the knots and bruises worked out. I'm feeling good by Monday, ready to go again.
Montrez, you guys are averaging, I think it's 10 tackles for loss per game. Kind of what's your part in that, and also just what all goes into making that happen on this defense?
This is basically me just holding my gap, and when the ball comes through my way, I gotta go make my play every time. Our defensive line always gets good knockback on everybody. I mean, no one's gonna stop us from getting our knockback and trying to see where you're gonna try to go when everybody's in your face. You don't know what to do with it.